Yo, what is up guys, it's Highcross, and welcome to my official review on the Turtle Beach Vulcan 2 TKL Pro. So if you guys don't know already, Turtle Beach sent me out some new products to review. Those products being the Turtle Beach Vulcan 2 TKL Pro, and they also sent over right here, which is the Turtle Beach Burst 2 Air. I already made my review on that, and it should be up on my channel by now. If it's not, it will be out soon. So stay tuned for that, but it should be up on my channel. But yeah, in this video, we're going to be talking about the Vulcan 2 TKL Pro, which is the product that they sent out that I'm most excited to review just because I absolutely love gaming keyboards. And I actually have played and tested the original Vulcan TKL Pro, and I actually have a video on my channel calling it the most underrated gaming keyboard for Fortnite. And I kind of agree, it still holds up to this day. I still use it from time to time. So I'm very excited to talk to you guys today about the Turtle Beach Vulcan 2 TKL Pro. So there are some major upgrades with this keyboard, and on paper, guys, the specifications with this keyboard and everything that it comes with it is just absolutely mind-blowing. Like, on paper, this keyboard honestly competes with the Apex Pro Mini and even the Wooting 60HE. So it's pretty mind-blowing, and I'll get into all the technical specifications in 1 second. But yeah, real quick, what comes in the box is you're going to get your keyboard. It's going to come with a foam wrist rest. Very, very flexible, and you can just kind of like put it in any position. I do have to say it does feel like it is on the cheaper side and isn't my favorite at all. I think I prefer playing without it. I definitely played a lot better without it. It just feels kind of uncomfortable to have my wrist on. But yeah, it does come with that. And it also comes with a USB-C to USB-A type cable. So you plug the USB-A side into your PC, obviously. USB-C goes into the back of your keyboard. And the USB-C port is positioned in the left-hand side of the keyboard, which is an absolute amazing improvement. I'll show you guys right here. This is actually the original. It was called the Roccat Vulcan TKL Pro. Roccat was actually bought out by Turtle Beach, so now it's just a part of Turtle Beach. However, you guys could see the USB-C port was in the dead center of the keyboard, which was in my video that I talked about when I reviewed the Vulcan TKL Pro. That was actually one of the biggest issues with the keyboard. I was like, why would you even position it in the dead center of the keyboard? If you play sideways like I do, you're gonna have a cable running through your mouse pad. And it was just a major issue, and I really wanted them to fix it. So honestly, kudos to Turtle Beach for getting that fixed and changed. I think that is an absolute brilliant change and probably one of my favorite changes personally. So yeah, very, very nice change there. And that is basically everything that comes in the box. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to quickly switch over to my other scene and show you guys the technical specifications, because obviously I'm just going to pull this straight from the Turtle Beach website instead of going and putting in my own words, just so you guys can quickly see. So for the general specifications, obviously it's a TKL form factor. The connectivity, it says USB-A wired. I'm assuming that should be USB-C because it is a USB-C cable. I'm not sure why it says USB-A. The back end of it is USB-A. It has RGB per key illumination, which is great. And honestly, guys, this keyboard looks absolutely phenomenal. Just quickly going back, like the coloring on this keyboard is beautiful. And just quickly like typing on it, you guys can see it actually lights up really, really nice. And say I were to like type a key, that key ends up lighting up after I touch it. And it just looks like the colors on this keyboard are absolutely beautiful. So again, kudos to Turtle Beach. But quickly going back here, you guys can see they do have Hall effect magnetic switches, and these switches are actually analog switches, which I'll get to in a second when we head into the additional features. But yeah, HE magnetic switches. And if you guys know the Wooting 60HE, that also uses Hall effect switches. And basically what Hall effect switches are, there's a laser that runs underneath the switch. So when you go to press on the keycap, it'll activate the switch. The switch is going to cross a laser, and then that is going to activate the action. So it's instantaneous the second anything crosses that laser, and it just makes everything very, very fast and smooth. So I do love Hall effect switches. The actuation point, I think this is the biggest, the absolute biggest selling point with this keyboard, is adjustable 0.1 millimeter all the way up to 4 millimeter actuation. And I think this is the absolute best part of the keyboard is 0.1 millimeter actuation. In my opinion, if you're gonna have any sort of competition in today's keyboard market, you should have a 0.1 millimeter actuation. So in my opinion, this does directly compete with the Wooting 60HE and the Apex Pro Mini, both having 0.1 millimeter actuation points. And it does feel incredibly fast after playing on it so far. The switch life cycle is 150 million keystrokes, beautiful there. Processor 32-bit ARM Cortex M3. The polling rate is 1000 hertz, pretty standard. It does feature a double kickstand. I'll go back here to kind of show you guys on the back. I do love double kickstands, so you guys can adjust these in the back here. If you want like the smaller one, you could flip up the smaller side. I tend to play with both kickstands up just to have some extra height there. But yeah, everyone loves kickstands. I prefer them. That was actually one thing with the Wooting 60HE that I wish they added was kickstands. They only have rubber backings on the feet, so they have no kickstands on them. I would have liked for them to have some kickstands, but yeah, we're talking about this keyboard, so let's get back to the Vulcan 2 TKL Pro. The keyboard rollover, full key anti-ghosting, onboard memory, it has 8 megabytes, and the software uses Swarm 2. I will get into the software momentarily. Heading over to the additional features are probably the coolest part of this keyboard. So really quick, just going over, like I said previously, the Hall effect magnetic switches are also analog. And what that means is that this keyboard basically gives you controller-like movement. I'll actually show a clip on screen right now. The second I hopped in game, I mean, you could tell it was instantaneous. I would like just moving around in like a circle. It genuinely feels like you have a controller plugged in and you're just using your joystick around. So yeah, when you press down on your key, you could actually move the key around and it will give you controller-like movement. So you can have really cool, really crazy movement. You know, if you're running in someone's box, you can evade bullets. You could try to go for some crazy shots just using this pretty cool analog movement. I do have to say, however, it got me killed a few times in game in Fortnite. Just, you know, I was build fighting and I would actually slip off the builds that I was placing just because I'm so used to having just my standard double movement with the Fortnite settings and not like actual controller movement built into my keyboard. So definitely something to note there. It's going to take some time to get used to. If I played on this keyboard for like 2 weeks, I would have definitely gotten used to that controller like movement. But yeah, it definitely caused some errors in game, but you know, that's obviously just since I just started using it. But I think it's a pretty cool feature. You know, you don't really hear about that often with keyboards, so just having analog Hall effect magnetic switches are pretty dang cool. It also has rapid trigger. Rapid trigger is absolutely huge right now in the keyboard industry. Basically, rapid trigger, like it says right here, it's going to eliminate downtime between key presses, so you can immediately repress, resulting in better movement control, responsiveness, and faster aiming. I do want to quickly note, though, this rapid trigger, if you guys are trying to type something to someone, it might cause you to accidentally, like, type something twice. So I was emailing someone back yesterday, for example, and just typing on this keyboard with this rapid trigger, it messed me up so bad. Basically, I was just typing to them. It was selecting the letter over and over again, like twice over. So if I were to type the H key, it would type the H letter twice. So just something like that. In the space bar, it would do the same. Just keep that in mind. It isn't the best if you're trying to type to somebody. But yeah, gaming, you're not going to have any issues there. I had absolutely no issues and it felt incredible in game. Per key sensitivity adjustment, everyone loves that. You can adjust each key to your liking. And then the rest of the features are also very cool, but they're not as important. Like we have some RGB lighting, there's some customization with the software, onboard profiles, anti-ghosting, stuff like that. So yeah, the Vulcan 2 TKL Pro is going to come in at $149.99. As of making this video, it is May 18th, but it is like 11:20 p.m. it looks like. So as of making this video, this keyboard releases tomorrow, which is May 19th, and that's probably when you guys are going to see this video. It should post tomorrow. But yeah, this keyboard will be released to the public tomorrow. I'll have it linked in the description down below if you guys want to check it out. But so far, it has been absolutely amazing. So I'm actually going to switch back. And yeah, I'm just going to quickly talk to you guys what I like about this keyboard, what I don't like, things that I've experienced with it. So yeah, let's get to that right now. Straight off the bat, you know, playing Fortnite, hopping in Fortnite, the keyboard felt natural straight off the bat, and it felt great to play on. I was playing very well on it. It actually took me a little bit of time to get used to it though, because with the Apex Pro Mini, the switches aren't going to be as lubed as like this keyboard is. So the switches are a little bit more rattly, they're a little bit louder. This keyboard has pre-lubed switches and sounds absolutely amazing. Here's a quick sound test for you guys actually. And so yeah, as you guys can tell, this keyboard sounds absolutely incredible, and it's actually very quiet in person. especially compared to the keyboards like the Wooting 60HE or the Apex Pro Mini. It sounds very, very quiet, but it feels great in game. Honestly, performance-wise, it performed amazing for me. The biggest downside with this keyboard is surprisingly not the keyboard. Like I was talking about earlier, it is actually the foam wrist rest. They definitely cut out a lot of money. I don't know why they would even attempt to send like a wrist rest at this point. I don't think this is really going to provide any sort of like wrist help. Yeah, it's comfortable to sit and type with, but honestly, this keyboard is a gaming keyboard, and using this for gaming, personally, I just don't think is necessary, and it feels a little uncomfortable when you're constantly making quick, keystrokes, and it just kind of feels like it's getting in your way. So I would have liked a magnetic wrist rest, kind of like the Apex Pro TKL has. But yeah, they just sent like a big slab of foam. It's literally what it is. It's just a big slab of foam. So that's probably the worst thing about this keyboard. But honestly, other than that, the keyboard itself, I've had really no complaints about it. I was honestly super surprised when reviewing this board. As you guys can see, top right-hand corner, you do have a sound adjuster knob. So if you're listening to music or anything, you can quickly adjust your sound. Personally, I don't really use that at all. I just adjust the sound like on my desktop. And of course, in that TKL format, you're going to have F keys, you're going to have arrow keys, an escape key right at the top here. But yeah, the keyboard, honestly, no issues. And it's a visually stunning, like just a quick look right here up close. It is very, very visually appealing. I'm very happy they sent me the white color. This is actually the first white colored keyboard that I own and have tried, and it just looks phenomenal in my opinion. And it's been performing great. Here's the back side of it. If you guys can see, so it looks like 3 little rubber feet, and then it has the adjustable feet, kickstands, and then the 4th one in the middle up top here. So pretty damn neat. I think it's a really cool keyboard. And the last thing I want to quickly show you guys here, I'll quickly head over to my desktop. I'm going to switch over to the scene, and I'm going to quickly go into the Swarm 2 software and show you guys all the software components that this keyboard has to offer. So we'll head right into there. So if you guys open up the Swarm 2 software, you guys can select your keyboard right here. And let's just take a look at what it has to offer. So it's going to take you, this is kind of like the basic page, and you guys can see like primary. And what you guys could do on the right side here, you guys could see global configuration. You could go down here to adjust global setting. And right here is where you could actually adjust your actuation point. And it is the global actuation point, which means this is going to confirm for all keys. So obviously I have mine at 0.1 millimeter actuation, so you can adjust it, hit confirm, and that will update live to all your keys. So say you want to change like an actuation for a specific key, you can go over to game mode here, and you can see, I really love how they actually designed this. It shows what your actuation point is per key. So say you want to change your W key, select your W key, go on the right here, and you could actually change that specifically for that W key. I'm not sure why you guys would want to change, specific keys to less, besides the only one I really see would be your Windows key here, so you don't accidentally tab out in game. But yeah, other than that, I would just keep it at 0.1 millimeter actuation point. But yeah, really cool stuff there. If you guys go here, you guys can just see like a full layout. You can design things with the settings. And right here, you guys can change and play around with, the light effects. And there's some really cool light effects here. I've been playing around with it a little bit. Heartbeat is really, really cool. It just kind of looks like a beating heart. Ripple's really cool as well. I absolutely love these settings. I think the Swarm 2 is actually one of the most user-friendly softwares so far out of any keyboard and mouse company that I've tried. So kudos again to Turtle Beach. I think they've done a really good job on both their keyboard and mouse. So yeah, basically, that is everything that I want to talk about this keyboard. So far, initial thoughts, I'm absolutely loving this keyboard. Now, I have gotten a lot of comments just from posting in my community tab. Some people are asking, would I put this in the top 5 gaming keyboards of 2024 straight off the bat? In my opinion, it's close. I would put this in the top 10 for sure. Just looking at the specs on paper, in my opinion, I think this is a top 10 gaming keyboard, and just initial thoughts and feel. I'm going to be playing on this keyboard for probably the next 2 weeks or so into the new Fortnite season, just constantly playing on it, trying it out, see how much I like it. I'll probably make an updated thoughts video soon as well. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving it so far. I don't think it's quite top 5 for 2024, but it is up there in my top 10. I would definitely put it. So honestly, keep this keyboard in mind. If you guys want to check it out, it will be down in the description down below. So yeah, make sure you check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much. And a special thank you to Turtle Beach. Thank you guys for sending this keyboard out. I really appreciate it. I had a blast playing on it and reviewing it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace.